Hello, everyone. I kind of just popped up. I wasn't sure if I was going to go live tonight, but welcome in. Come on in. If you so far have liked my videos, you've liked it, you shared it, you left a comment, or you just watch it on repeat, I appreciate you for doing that. And I just want to keep the word to spread about my channel and what it is that I do. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow for more, if you will. And I'm so excited that you're here with me. Okay, so this one, if you just happen to tune in again, I wasn't sure if I was going live, but I'm just like, why not? Why not? Before I get into the topic that I'm about to share with you guys, um, just let me introduce myself. My name is Brittnei C of Write the Vision Plainly LLC. I am a nonprofit strategist, a SCORE Houston workshop presenter, and CEO of Write the Vision Plainly LLC, where I empower nonprofits and business owners to get nearly 80% in funding by grants and corporate partnerships, but with hard work. We work hard on over here. We don't laze around. We don't hold out our hands and just hope it falls from the sky. We work hard over here on this channel. So if this is your first time, welcome. If you are a replay watcher, great to have you back. And I hope you brought some of your friends with you. All right, so I'm not going to be long. I just want to give a brief overview of what it is that I did. By the way, I went to the GCN, and it stands for the Georgia for Nonprofit Center. I went to their town hall meeting, their virtual town hall meeting that they had today at 2 p.m. Central, and it was 3 p.m. Eastern. I went there. I got a lot of good information from there. I asked permission before I say anything else. I had to contact their media or their marketing department and ask permission to share their video and their information. And it's really good, and it does talk about the subject matter that we're going to be on today. But I just wanted to put that out there that I did go to that town hall meeting. Like I said, I did get my days wrong, but nonetheless, I went. And I'll be making a video because that's when I'm supposed to get the information. I'll be making a video either tomorrow afternoon or I can't say tomorrow evening, because by then I would be doing my workshop. Let me see if I could grab the link from Eventbrite right quick. Or you can find it, if you probably are already looking for it, then you see it already on my either on my Eventbrite. I won't worry about grabbing a link this time, but it's always in my descriptions on my posts. So yeah, I apologize, guys. I'm all over the place because I'm ready, but I just wasn't sure if I was going live tonight. So here's what I wanted to share with you guys. I'm going to be discussing grants and government contracting, but what I want to give is a short, small disclaimer. What I'm sharing with you today is based on my opinion, and this is for educational and informational purposes only. My opinion does not reflect the viewpoints of our President Donald Trump, the Trump administration, any politics, or anything else. This is just me giving you a generalized view of my opinion for your thoughts, but take it as you see fit. This is not a hard thing of, yeah, this is exactly what's happening. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I I just do research. All right, so I'm gonna just get into this now. I'm gonna be sharing my screen, and I apologize, Instagram. I try not to leave y'all out, but sometimes I just don't. I can't share my screen like I can here. So Instagram, if you feel away, that's because of me. Okay, so here's okay. I just signed in, and just so you know, this is my account. This is my account. This is my email. I want to do this. Also, y'all, I've been doing just my typical research. I've been doing this with Apex Accelerator, and so they taught me a little bit about how to research. So, as you just saw, I went to contract opportunities, and now I'm about to type in grant. You know what? Let's just. I was looking up government contracts myself to get into that revolves around grant writing and nonprofits. So I'm going to change this to exact phrase, and look, I'm going to show you guys something that is something that sparked my eye. I don't know how long this is going to be up here, but I just wanted you guys to know that this was public information. I already, as you see, I have all of the tabs pulled up, but I wanted you to first see that you can do this yourself. And also, guys, it's very easy to look this up by the notice ID. And so I'll eventually get to what I was going to get to yesterday. I think I passed it. Okay, right here. I'm opening a new link and it's going to pop up here. This is regarding the notice of funding for the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. This is that notice ID. So this was published as soon as February 3rd, so this week. And this policy is inactive, and the original inactive date is going to be next year, February 2026. So far, this is inactive, but a part of what this notice was, it was about the temporary restraining order. The one that I read before that literally put a hold, at least a temporary hold, on our president going ahead and passing these certain things into, into law. So I just wanted y'all to see this right quick. I want to make it big. I hate it when you're doing a screen share and the writing is so teeny tiny and they're like, trust me, I'm reading verbatim, and they're not. What you see, this is for President Trump. It's saying that to the defendants, this is what we were talking about. This is what they were saying, how this would have been paused for Monday, February 3rd at 9 a.m. But this is when it was stopped before then. But some of these memorandums and some of these were to just make sure they were in alignment with the original law already. So it's telling you right here for the compliance, federal agency cannot pause, freeze, impede, block, or cancel or terminate awards or obligations based on the OMB memo or the basis of the president's recently issued executive orders. And let me be clear about this temporary restraining order here. It's It's one of those things where they could change their mind at any day and then they could put this back into place. And that's why I've been saying in my last few videos that we're out of the park, but not out of the woods. And just to read on, and you can see here, the probation applies to awards or obligations, not just those involving the plaintiff state. So that administrations in the agency may exercise their own authority to pause awards or obligations provided to agency. Do not purely base their own discretion as not a result of the OMB memo or the president executive orders. So here's the other thing. The curator of the grant, so the philanthropist or the government agent who is in charge of releasing the funds or the contract, they can choose to be like, okay, we're going to give this regardless of the executive order. We don't care. Or they can say we're in alignment with the executive order and absolutely no. I'm saying it wrong. If they're in alignment with the executive order, they will do whatever is based by the executive order. If not, then they do have a little bit of leeway to do what they want, but it's not much. And the reason why I'm stressing this now, we're not going to go through all 15 pages of this, but I at least wanted you to see the first couple of pages. But this is everyone that's involved. And I didn't go over this particular one. I did go over the restraining order, the first one that came out on January 23rd, 25. But there has been since a second temporary restraining order. But I wanted you to see what this is in regarding. And I also wanted you to see that by the notice ID, how Homeland Security and FEMA are going in line with all of this, right? And so just to get on to the ones that I was telling you about. So FEMA, this is the notice ID. And this one is active right now. The one that we saw before was inactive. So this one was already in effect. And a lot of these are like Eastern time because that's when a lot of these come from Washington, D.C. And if they don't come from Washington, D.C. itself, it's just on the East Coast. Actually, this is inactive. It's updating the date. So that would have been today. So for inactive, it says none, but this is what it is. And the First Amendment was the purpose of this amendment was to clarify the page count for the RFI submission and clarify the dates code for the custom computing services reserved for the documentation. So this has something to do with computers. And if you don't already know, RFI stands for Request for Information. So this one is just going through that because there might have been some questionable things on this decision for whatever they were trying to do with the computer systems for that. My next one here is this one is an interesting one, and here's the notice ID for this one. The U.S. Army or the U.S. Military Academy Cadet Summer Training temporary latrine, shower, and laundry rental services. This one is interesting to me because why would the military academies need this for summer training? Like, why would they need a temporary house for boot camp if it's usually stationed at some place that they have it? I kind of know this because my dad told me he's a vet. He used to be in the Army, but this is for septic tank. So yeah, like I said, some of these that are had the temporary restraining order on them. A lot of these are interesting to me. This one looks like it's inactive, but like I said, even if it is inactive, it's subject to change because we see that this currently is active. They might be just having it on hold, like I mentioned before. And also, guys, this is not, I just want y'all to know, this is not like rocket science or anything. This is all public information. This one doesn't have a notice ID, but it does have an inactive date for March. This was the original response date in between February 3rd and February 28th, which hasn't happened yet. And this is what it is: the Federal Bureau of Prisons. And that's interesting too, because again, why would the prison need to be involved in a TRO? And that just kind of makes me think, is this going to be something that is going to help the prisoners that are already in there, or is it for something else? And as you can see, whenever you see this and you scroll for yourself, it tells you the history on it, the restraining order, when was it public. So yeah. Another temporary restraining order for the notice ID. This is for the, again, Federal Prisons Industries, and is providing a TRO that pauses certain financial assistance to them. Okay, so this one might be a little bit different than the other one I read, but this was asking for financial assistance. So that could be anything. I'm not trying to specify, I'm just saying it could be for anything. And also, guys, if you didn't already know this, this is the Department of Justice, but Federal Prison Industries is very different from the federal prison system in the Bureau of Prisons. They may fall in line with the same umbrella, but they may not. And I just want to make that distinction as well. And here's a request for proposal for land exchange, water, wastewater infrastructure, Divester Naval Station for Newport, Rhode Island. So this is from the Department of Defense, notice ID. And this is what they're trying to do for the Department of the Navy. This is a RFP, request for a proposal. And so it looks like to me the Navy wants this for Rhode Island because they just need to set up a station for wastewater infrastructure. That's what it seems like. And everything here in this description is pretty much self-explanatory. And here are some attachments. You guys can take the time to look through all of this whenever you are looking this up. I don't know if I should have given the contact information, but you kind of saw a glimpse of it. It's there. But that does conclude this video. And so I just wanted you to see that it's more than just and also if you want to also get into Apex Accelerator yourself and you want to learn more like the nitty-gritty of government contracting, I would say, find your local Apex Accelerator and join. So just going through this, but yeah, this, like I said, I needed this to be, I didn't want this video to be that long, But I did just want to share this with you guys, just an over the shoulder look on even like the things that they're trying to push in some of these temporary restraining orders on some of these grants. This is what it was. And oh, I have so much more information that I want to share, but right now I'm gonna keep I'm gonna keep it locked up. I'm gonna keep it zipped up until tomorrow. But I just wanted you guys to see, like, our even our local government, like the Army, the Navy, you saw it yourself. They need different things that they use government contracting for. And again, I'm not siding with conspiracy theorists. This is not like a doom and gloom thing. I just wanted you to know that besides small businesses, the Army, the military, if you didn't already know, the government itself uses government contracting for their needs. And like I said, you have the notice IDs. You can look this up for yourself. I encourage you guys to do your own research, like I just did. And yeah, like, follow for more. If you found this video helpful, please keep sharing it with your network, because I'm doing my best to talk about this stuff that I don't think is widely talked about. And I want you guys to know that you can benefit from this as well. And even with the executive orders that have not stopped certain things, or stopped certain grants, there are some of the I'll say this. There are some where the um, temporary restraining order has not stopped government funding. So you could still be a part of it, but a lot of it seems like it's going to our military for the US, and a lot of other things too. So yeah, we all can benefit for government contracts as long as they give us the permission to use this. But I would say whenever are doing your own research, be mindful of what it is that you're researching, and also make sure you're a fit, make sure you're a match. We're integral over here. We're not trying to scam anybody, right? So, guys, thank you so much for your time and enjoy the rest of your night.